morning, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. I am Jay De Lima Canyabro. Will bring you the best news. This is TAF, the truth and facts for the headlines. What is probability and normal distribution? What is the formula used in normal distribution? What is linear regression and correlation? The difference of regression and correlation. Let's talk about probability and normal distribution. John Cortina on the line.
The normal distribution is the most important probability distribution in statistics for independent random variables. Most people recognize its familiar bell-shaped curve in statistical reports. Furthermore, the normal distribution is a continuous probability distribution that is symmetrical around its mean. Most of the observations cluster around the central peak, and the probabilities for values further away from the mean taper off equally in both directions. Extreme values in both tails of distributions are similarly unlikely. While the normal distribution is symmetrical, not all symmetrical distributions are normal. J.
Problems needs to be solved. So what is the formula used in normal distribution? Mrs. Braga on the line.
For a random variable x with mean and standard deviation, the probability density function for the normal distribution is given by normal distribution formula. F of x is equals to 1 over square root of 2 pi, standard deviation raised to 2e, the negative open close parenthesis, x minus the mean to the power of 2 over 2 standard deviation raised to 2. Where mu is the sign of the mean, sigma is the sign of standard deviation, then x is the normal random variable. The distribution is to be standard normal distribution if the mean is equal to 0 and the standard deviation is equal to 1. J.
So, Miss Braga, can you give an example how to use the normal distribution formula?
Find the probability density function for the normal distribution where mean is 4 and standard deviation is 2 and x is 3. Here is the given. Mean is 4, standard deviation is 2, random variable is 3. We know that the normal distribution formula is f of x is equal to 1 over square root of 2 pi, close and open parentheses, raised to 2e. Negative open close parentheses, 3 minus 4 squared over 2 open close parentheses, 2 squared. F of x is equal to 1 over 2 square root of 2 pi e, 1 over 8. F of x is equal to 0.19947 times e, negative 0.125. F of x is equals to 0.19947 times 0.882496. F of x is equals to 0.17603. Therefore, the probability density function for the normal distribution is 0.17603. J.
Thank you, Miss Braga. And now, let's also talk about the linear regression and correlation. Shureg Roan Cassini on the line.
Yes, Jay. Linear regression attempts to model the relationship between two variables by fitting a linear equation to observed data. One variable is considered to be an explanatory variable and the other is considered to be a dependent variable. A linear regression line has an equation of the form y is equals to a plus bx, where x is the explanatory variable and y is the dependent variable. The slope of the line is b and a is the intercept, the value of y when x is equals to 0. While correlation is explained as an analysis which helps us to determine the absence of the relationship between the two variables p and q. Correlation and regressions are the two important concepts in statistical research which are based on variable distribution. A variable distribution is explained as a classification or distribution of multiple variables. Correlation and regression are the significant chapters for the class 12 students. It is very important for students to learn and understand the differences between these two factors. J.
After knowing the linear regression and correlation, let's talk about their differences. Salam Kunyati on the line.
Correlation. As the name says, it determines the interconnection or a correlationship between the variables. Regression explains how an independent variable is numerically associated with a dependent variable. In correlation, both the independent and dependent values have no difference. However, in regression, both the dependent and independent variables are different. The primary objective of correlation is to find out a quantitative or numerical value expressing the association between the values. Regression's main purpose is to calculate the values of a random variable based on the values of a fixed variable. Correlation stipulates the degree to which both variables can move together. However, regression specifies the effect of the change in the unit in the known variable p and the evaluated variable q.
And that's all for the news for today. Muli, I am JD Lima Canyabrao. This is TAF, the Truth and Facts.